Hey, let's do the next lesson. Standard form. You might recall from Algebra 1, 2 years in a pandemic ago, that standard form is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. If you don't, here it is. What do these letters mean? That's a great question. This c right here is the y-intercept. It automatically gives you the y-intercept. How nice. A has not changed. It's still the vertical stretch or shrink. No, that hasn't changed. B is not useful by itself. B is involved with the stretching and the moving and all that kind of stuff. So it varies depending on what you have there. So let me remind you of the other important thing from Algebra 1 is that the axis of symmetry, it's usually where I pause, is negative b over 2a. So to find the axis of symmetry, I take negative, the middle number, and put it over 2 times the first number. If there's nothing there, if there's nothing in front of the x squared, we use 1. And if there's nothing in front of the x, we use 1. If there's nothing on the end, it's 0, which isn't confusing to anybody. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And then the vertex is whatever this number is, and then you plug in. I'll show you an example. Don't stress about it. So the vertex is whatever the heck this number is, negative b over 2a, and then you plug it in. So it's the function at negative b over 2a. Is that too small to read? Yeah, sure it is. Here. Is that too fuzzy now? Yeah, of course. Ah, there you go. Durgle. This is what it looks like when you don't have your glasses on. Let's do an example, because that's what we need, right? Here. All right, so we're going to graph y equals 1/2 x squared minus 4x plus 3. It's in standard form because there's no parentheses. That's how I know. So I find the axis of symmetry. I'm going to do negative b over 2a. Have I said that enough times yet? I don't know. So it's going to be negative b, which is negative 4, over 2 times 1/2, because that's a. So negative 4 is a positive 4. 2 times a half is 1. So my axis of symmetry is at 4. Or the way that we should actually say it, it's at x equals 4. So sorry about it. So right at x equals 4, we're going to put down the axis of symmetry line. Now the vertex is somewhere along that line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the vertex. So I'm going to go y equals 1/2 times 4 squared minus 4 times 4 plus 3. I'm plugging in the axis of symmetry into the equation for x. And then I solve it. I don't know. 1/2, okay, well, 4 squared is 16. So half of 16. And then 4 times 4 is 16. And then plus 3. So that's going to be 8 minus 16 plus 3, which is negative 8 plus 3, which is negative 5. So my vertex is at 4, negative 5. There's my vertex. My y-intercept is at 3. So far, I already have this vertex and I have this point over here. I can just flop this point over here on this side of the line. It would be 5 away, so it's way out at 10. By the way, I dropped some graph paper on the Google Classroom underneath Zoom Links Plus. So if you go there, you can print out a bunch of little graphs and then you'll have them. It works. Okay, so now I'm going to wait. Hold on. Let me tell you what I just did though. That's what I just did. I found the y-intercept of 0, 3, and then I flipped it over the axis of symmetry. I ran out of space, but axis of symmetry. And so now we're going to worry about the, wow, that's not how we spell step 4. And by spell, I meant right. I put some dots in the middle there on accident. So the last thing we're going to do is worry about the stretch. Technically, in this case, I have a vertical shrink of a half. So what that means is I take my 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, and I multiply all of these times a half. This is my xy. So I actually will get this to be a half, this will be 2, and this will be 4.5. So what that means is from my vertex right here, I'm going to go over 1 up a half, and I'm going to go over 2 and up 2. And I can also go over 3 up 4.5, but I really only need 5 points to feel like I actually have the curve right. And so we're going to go whoop, whoop, and there we go. So that's how I graph things from standard form. You should be able to, crossing my fingers, find the increasing and decreasing interval, find when it's above and below the axis, tell me what the vertex is and what the axis of symmetry is, tell me where the y-intercept is. In this case, you can't really tell where the x-intercept is, but prequel, spoiler alert, that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of the unit, is figuring out when the x-intercepts are. That's an entire unit worth of finding. So you're doing pretty good. It's like right here and right here, right? We'll actually find it in class, or I'll teach it to you, and then we'll practice it some more. So that's where all those numbers came from. I'm going to be done here, and I'm going to color code the heck out of this because people like to see where the 1/2, the 4, and the 3 go all the way through. So if you'd like, you can click, there's like a button underneath this box, not in YouTube, but in the lesson sheet that has a blue circle on it. That is going to be a link to this. So if you need more examples, please message me, email me. I can do it. I'll give you more examples. I just don't want to do them for no reason. So if you need it, let me know. Okay, bye.